So just if you can quickly introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is William. I'm currently working for AI Products Division of AI Singapore. So I'm part of the team that built this open Southeast Asia large language models called the Sea Lion.
So explain me, what's Southeast Asia like?
So it is a vision where we have this open source LLMs that will solve that problem of Southeast Asia being underrepresented in the development of AI today, right? I think if we just take whatever major LLMs that's available out there, I think there's a little bit more bias towards other parts of the world, the Western world, which is understandable, right? Because of the nature of the data in which they have been trained on. Right? But that also means that when we want to unlock some values for some use cases that requires a little bit more regional specific nuances understanding in our region, we won't be able to unlock it to the fullest, right? So this is where we want to come in. We want to build this, not only the LLM itself, but also the capability of the people to build it all from Southeast Asia.
So can you explain me how the LLM is actually built?
Yeah.
What are some of the elements in it?
Yeah, so I think primarily the whole thing is about collecting. I mean, what is the problem of what is the underlying problem of underrepresentation? We don't have enough data, right? So basically, most of data in the world they're not really representing Southeast Asia. So we need to increase this proportion of this Southeast Asia data in the global data that we are training in. How do we train the LLM? Well, essentially we use a lot of GPUs, right? We perform this so-called self-supervised learning using all this internet scale data, ideally containing a lot of Southeast Asia. So that's the first step that gives us the base large language models, and then we need to do about a little bit of post-training where we kind of fine-tune it to understand specific use cases, and we need to do what's very important and very difficult to do, which is alignment of our societal values, given that Southeast Asia is a very diverse in terms of cultural values, from east to west, from north to south. They're all very different, right? So this alignment part is very difficult. The data is not there, the people are not there.
What are the problems the LLM is trying to solve that OpenAI and Anthropic cannot solve?
Yeah, for example, if you ask certain things that I'll give an example, right? When you go to the rural side of the Philippines, right? When we talk about offering medical services in these rural areas, right? Some of the advices that are given from these major LLMs will be very oriented to Western style of medicating some, which is okay. I mean, that's good also. Eventually, we're probably going to get to that. But usually the kind of things that are a little bit more acceptable in this very communal society in the rural area is not straight into this take medication, right? You will try to kind of do it through some other traditional ways, and then solve it as communally in the region, in the village first, right? So this is the kind of thing that if we want to have use cases that is very inclusive, the major LLMs probably still have a gap. You can imagine similar situation if you want to offer education in some remote areas of Indonesia, for example. So these are the gaps that need to be closed.
I remember you talked about some slang words and the context, right?
Yes.
So when you ask, say, OpenAI about Indonesia, Bahasa Indonesia word,
Yeah.
will give you very little translation, but it's not transition.
So I think when it comes to the formal Indonesian, I think they're doing well. When it comes to the informal and which continuously evolving, that's when sometimes misunderstanding happens. That's on the national language level. The moment you talk about the local languages, Javanese, Balinese, that's even worse.
So why are you in Bangkok now?
So I'm here basically to support my partners in Thailand. There's this event in which we talk a little bit about the Sea Lion and how we make sure that the governance of AI in this region is actually working, right? So I think to a certain extent supporting the effort that's ongoing in Thailand, and also making the Sea Lion effort more known as well to the broader Thailand community. Actually, it's not just Thailand. I mean, in this Texas Global Summit, I think there are other people from the region that are coming in. So we want to make this more well known so that people will come and contribute with us.